it.
You've been really working on yourself an awful lot, Christina, and it really shows. It really does. And it's lovely. It's lovely to see you beaming. I mean, look at you. You're just beautiful. You're smiling, you're happy. That's how it should be. So I have put a slide deck together for you guys, and I'm going to do slide decks for you every single week when we do training. We're not just going to do training and a chit chat anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was doing with you guys, obviously, for the 5 p.m, just to have a catch up to see where you're at.
Yeah.
So I've hit the record button. I'll show you what I've been up to. If I can get on the right presentation. Let's have a look. Let me give you what I want. I'll give you what I want. Maybe not. Don't you love it when you've got that many presentations open, you can't actually get to where you want to go to? Cut a few down. Always prepared. Right. Okay, let's go for it. Excuse me 1 second. I apologise about this, guys. It's going. It's saying it's invalid where I want to go to. Okay. I'll get there. It's all placid, it's all calm, all together.
Very nice.
So I thought I'd be a little bit brutal with you, but be nice as well. I'm going to ask you honestly, how many of you on this call right now have actually got a plan with your business?
I have a loose one.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, I second that. I haven't got precise numbers with everything I do, but I fill the diary up each week.
If you haven't got a plan, you're not going to succeed. That's it, as blunt as it gets.
I need the old DMO, but I've written one down a number of times, but not put the numbers with it.
Okay, because you're not. Well, basically, what you're saying is, Kevin, is you're not measuring then, so you can't see how far you've moved forward that week. Is that right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, well, it's easy to measure. It's not difficult to do. Oh, I've got spreadsheets if you need to measure. Not a problem. I can pop a spreadsheet into the group. It's important. It's important that you do this, guys. It's very, very important, because if you haven't got a daily method of operation, you are just going to spin out every single day, and you are going to live in hope that your business is going to move forward, and it won't. It won't, because the reason why it won't is that without your daily method of operation, you're not even going to build your network. And when most people look at a daily method of operation, they think, oh God, this is hard work. How do I do this? How do I put it all together? It's very simple, guys. It's really simple. It's one of the most simple things you can do. All you need to do is you just need to get organised. You've got 86,000 seconds in a day. What are you going to do? Spend it all day scrolling on Facebook? Because scrolling don't earn you any money. When you scroll, you're treating your business like a hobby. You're not treating it like a business in the slightest. When you're scrolling, it's the same as going window shopping on Oxford Street without any money in your pocket, because that's what you're doing. You're wasting your time. If you're scrolling to see who you want to work with, and you're looking at their profile and you're writing their name down and getting organised to start liking their stuff over the next few days, then that's not wasting time. But if you're just sitting there, yeah, more rubbish there. I saw that last week. There's a sheep talking. Oh yeah, those shoes are all right, but not what I'd want to wear. How are you going to make money at that? You're not. You're not at all. So if you are a scroller, because I'm a scroller at times, okay, I have to own it. At times I scroll. We all do it. We all do it on social media. Give yourself a little timer so you can see what time you actually pick your phone up. And just look to see whether or not you've been scrolling for 10 minutes, or are you being productive? And if you are finding yourself scrolling, put your phone down and actually walk away from it. because you'll scroll again instantly. Put it down, walk away from it, and get yourself organised. And the way you get yourself organised is that you need to start motivating yourself. Now, we did a call about the first 15 minutes of the day, how important it is. So I've taught you guys how to meditate. I've taught you how to ground yourself. Once you've grounded yourself, the first thing you should be doing is looking at something motivational, something that inspires you. And that doesn't mean reading next door neighbour's trash on Facebook. Because next door neighbour's trash on Facebook is never going to inspire you. In fact, to be honest with you, what it's actually going to do is going to demotivate you. The minute you demotivate yourself, you've literally taken a hill from being like this to like this. Because you've demotivated yourself. Everything's in your mind. Even when you're doing your DMO, everything's in your mind. You need to motivate yourself so that you're ready to go. We've all got a favourite song we like to listen to. We've all got favourite quotes we like to read. We've all got favourite affirmations that we like to do. So if you don't think I don't have affirmations around me, I'm just going to show you something very, very quickly so you can see what I'm like at my end, all right? Right, there's one. There's another. 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 Yeah, I have this by me constantly. Constantly. I have this by me as well, constantly. Because when I motivate myself, things will fall out of me. If I'm not organised, I can't write things down and I'll forget them. So this is what I have to do. Part of my affirmation is make sure you've got paper on you, Sam. And I know that sounds different on I am. This is I have. I'm doing. I'm being. It's not just about the I am, it's about the I am being. I am doing. So for me, I have all these stuck here, there, and everywhere. I have a computer one side, I have a laptop the other, and it's just, I look like I'm into origami. Because there's just paper here, there, and everywhere. But I find that if I've got it in my eyesight, it will go into my brain. So, one of my affirmations here is I am so happy and grateful that I'm earning a minimum of 90,000 a year. That's one of my affirmations. So that's what I have around me at all times. So if I'm not networking my business properly, it's not going to do that. Another one of is I'm so happy and grateful I get to travel the world with my family. That's one of my affirmations. That's what I want to do. So I keep that around me so I can see it at all times. It's a polite little reminder to tell me of who I am and that I am amazing and that I've got every right to be successful within this business. No one else is going to tell me. I have to tell myself. So if you're not encouraging yourself to be your best self, what are you encouraging yourself to be? I'll just leave that one with you, okay? 3 posts a day minimum. This is what you want within your DMO. You need to be inspiring, you need to be raw, and you need to be real. Do not be a fake badass. There is no such thing as a fake badass. There's only real badasses. Look at Layla. She's a badass.
Yeah.
Look at the way she promotes herself, the way she talks with a confidence. Look at Mandy. Mandy's a badass as well. When Mandy gets on LinkedIn, wants to get bad with it, she gets bad with it. She becomes raw, she becomes real, she becomes inspiring. And she makes sure, excuse the fact that it's got a spelling mistake on it, I can see the V is missing. V for victory. I'm obviously not going to get that with those sort of spelling mistakes, am I? But the thing about it here is just make sure that you do the 80-20 split. I know it's a little bit difficult at the moment because we're not all out and about doing what we normally do. But make that 80% something different. Make it about your children. Make it about how you feel. I woke up today, I'm feeling like this. Is anyone else feeling like this, or is it just me? Get interacting with your people, Because if you start asking questions, you are giving value because you're making them think, which then makes them come and talk to you, which will help you to increase your business. But remember the 80-20% business rule. Only put 20% up of your business. And use this trick as well. You're going to put something up about your business. Use the hook, punch. So you know ultimately what you're going to post. You've already planned it. You've got it in your DMO. You've worked your week out how you're going to go. And you've decided that on Wednesday you're going to do your power post. And if you're going to do your power post on Wednesday, what you want to do is you want to do 2 posts leading up to that post beforehand so that your audience is being warmed up. But keep that in your 20%. So say, for instance, I'm wanting to promote a place like Tenerife. On the warm-up, I could be talking about going to the Canary Islands. Not sure which one I want to go to. I could then be asking people on my Facebook, which Canary Islands is your favourite Canary Islands? Which one have you been to? Have you got any pictures? Can you put a picture up showing me what you've got? That's you then starting to build it. You hook, and then you punch. You punch you straight in with, I've finally chosen where I'm going. I've decided that in the club I'm going to take this one here and it's going to cost me this. So just gently lead it up to what you're going to do. Build your audience. Connect with the company daily. You need to see what's going on with the company. We've got another promotion going on right now. If you don't know that there's something going on with the company, how can you promote it? If you do not connect with the company, you're not going to know about all the new and exciting stuff that's coming out. You're not going to feel a part of the company. And if you don't feel a part of the company, you'll leave the company.
Yeah.
Because you have to be connected to what you're doing. It's the same as Kevin and I. I don't go 2 or 3 days without speaking to Kevin. We don't do it, Kevin. We speak now and every day, don't we?
Yeah.
We're connected. Mandy again 3 or 4 days. And connect with Mandy. Rebecca, she's not on here. I speak to Rebecca most days. Who do I work closely with? They connect to me. They work with me. Who do I connect to? I connect with Todd and I connect with Daryl. I connect with David Hart. Cut me in half and it says Terrarium. The reason why it says Terrarium is I connect with the company. I love the company. I love everything this company can bring to us. And that's why I have to connect with the company. Hold your hands up whether or not you've actually heard the corporate call from Saturday.
It's this week, I must admit.
I didn't.
Has anyone heard it? So
I haven't either.
okay, so I will drop that into the chat group again. Make sure you connect with the company before you start on Monday. You could be missing out on something really spectacular that could push your business just because you didn't connect. Connect with them. The more you connect with them, the more they'll help you as well, because they'll start supporting you. You need to connect with the team as well. Networking is the most loneliest industry to be in. I don't care what anyone says. It's bitchy, it's nasty, and it's lonely at times. I'm just going to call it out for what it is, guys. It can be very, very lonely. And you can sometimes sit there feeling like you're working and you're not getting anywhere. The reason why people don't succeed within networking is that they feel that they have to do it on their own. They don't vibe with their tribe. They don't connect with their tribe. When I connect with you guys, you make me feel amazing. You really do. You power me up. You inspire me. But if I'm having a bad day and I choose just to sit in my bed and not speak to any of you, do you think I'm going to feel inspired or have a good day? No, I'm not. I'm going to be miserable and I'm going to be lonely because I'm sitting there festering.
I had a phone call today from Colin. You know Colin?
Say that again, Christina.
I had a phone call today from Colin. You know Colin, when we went to Birmingham? Colin.
Colin?
Colin, yeah.
Colin?
Yeah, really, really good phone call today. Really, really nice. It's nice because he followed my life as well. So yes, we do have amazing teams as well around the world, really. And Daryl as well is great.
They are. And when I say connect to the team, I actually mean in the team chat, because that's the team. You will find that there will be people that have left this team that will sniff around this team, trying to get you to go wherever they have gone. So if you can see someone's not in the team chat, the chances are they're not in the team. So if you've got people that are coming to you, and they don't normally come to you, have a look to see if they're in the team chat, because if they're not in the team chat, you know they're going to pitch you with something different, and that's why they've come to talk to you.
Oh, that's
So work with your team.
Yeah.
If you work with your team, you will find that your team will work with you, and when you need your team to support you, they are there with you. There is nothing more lonely than being in a team and being on your own. And that's when it gets bitchy in this industry. When people are in a team and they're on their own. I'm calling it out tonight, guys. I'm just calling the spade as it is. I'm just saying it as it is rather than flapping around there. The tighter we are as a team, the bigger we will be as a team. So make sure that within your DMO, you connect with the team. Right. Now, daily activities will create a full diary. I know that as I say this slide to you, check your diary and write your to-do list. I bet a few of you are thinking, oh, I've not even got a diary to put a to-do list together. And there's a reason for it. It's because you're not tracking what you're doing. If you don't track what you are doing, you can't stay consistent, which means you can't build a pipeline, which means you can't fill your diary. And if you can't fill your diary, what are you going to plan? Fresh air? So how do you fill your diary? This is how you fill your diary, okay? The first thing you need to do is you need to check with yourself with your vision board. If you haven't got a vision board, I suggest you write one down. It doesn't matter if you haven't got pictures on it or anything. Just get pen, paper, write down what you want. Write down what you want. You don't have to have glossy pictures here, there, and everywhere, flashy cars. Just write down what car you want, what model it is, what sort of house you want, the lot, where you want to go. Put the date and when you want to go do it. And when you put your vision board together as well, make sure you put little tiny visions on it. They're easy for you to do so that you can celebrate your success. Because if you only ever put big things on, you are going to deflate yourself and you will not climb up your vision board. It will look like a nightmare instead of a vision. Because you'll be looking at it thinking, I can't do this. So put the stuff in that you can do that makes you feel good. Put in your vision board that you're going to put yourself to a spa if that's what you want to go and do. You know, put yourself into a spa one night and put a date on it and say, this is what I'm doing for myself. If you don't connect with your dreams, how can you fulfill them? And if you don't know what your dreams are, how are you going to achieve them? Because you'll never be on your golden path. All you'll do is just keep walking through the shit and mud of life. And no one wants that, do they? You came here because you want more. You came here because you deserve more. So take more. And make sure that you're in the inbox. Prospect at least 5 people a day via inbox and practice pass, peak and plug. Because just by posting on your social platform will not build your business. People think that that's how a business is built. It's not. It's built in the inbox. It's built in the inbox. It's built by making phone calls. That's how you build that. So within your DMO, make sure that you are going to contact at least 5 people to pitch them on the business and keep practicing half, peak and plug until you've absolutely nailed it. If you don't practice this, you won't have a business. You'll just be a customer. So you have to work out what you want. Do you want to practice this or not? Yes, it's frightening at first. But so's walking, so's swimming. But you still did that.
Sam,
Mm-hmm.
could you possibly expand a little bit on pass, peak, plug?
I can indeed, yeah. Okay. So when you're talking about pass is basically pass them over to either a video, so you pass them over, or you're peaking with the interest of the video, and then the plug is plugging them into the upline. So you pass the information over to them, you pique their interest using the videos, and you plug them into your upline.
Perfect. Thank you.
And that's what you did today.
Okay.
So you are in Past Peak Plug. It's the easiest way to build your business. Pass some information, pique their interest, plug them into your upline, let your upline do the rest. Layla's just watched me, what, half an hour on a call? That lady was smiling inside out.
Yeah, we're still chatting now.
That just flowed though, didn't it, Layla? Got her on, had a chat with her. This is what we've got. Go speak to Layla, see what package you want, come back. There was no point me closing that lady. I couldn't close that lady because it's Layla's relationship. I can show her everything and show her that we're nice people to work with. So if you bring them to me, I'll be nice, okay? I'll even smile. Right? And I know it's hard, but I can do it. Make 5 new connections a day. Grow your network. If you don't grow your network, you can't grow your business. And if you don't grow your network, you can't fill your diary, which therefore means you cannot plan. So this is all part of the planning stage. Do you know who you want to work with? Write a list down of the people that you want to work with. Sorry about the spelling mistake in that. And start building the right relationships with them. And I don't just mean liking stuff on their wall. I mean commenting on their wall. Getting nitty-gritty with them. Ask them, where was that? How long ago did you guys do that? Have you been back since? In fact, I've got something I want to ask you on inbox. It might be a bit too personal on you all. Take it straight to inbox. Give yourself 3 days of moving it from commenting, liking, commenting, inbox. 3 days maximum. And the reason why I say 3 days is that you can move someone to not knowing them into your inbox within 3 days. And I'll tell you, I know this. Rebecca, unmute yourself, please, darling. How quickly did I move into your inbox without talking about business?
Quite early on.
I was like tramp on chips. I really was. Like a little ferret straight in her inbox. And we didn't talk all the time, but I got straight in her inbox to let her know that I wanted to communicate with her, to let her know that she's worth my time rather than just a like or a comment on Facebook. I actually asked her opinion on something. That's how I got into her inbox. Asking someone's opinion on something is the best way to get into their inbox because they feel valued. The minute they feel valued, they'll start talking to you. Then you can then start pushing it with business.
Mm-hmm.
Your follow-ups. Your follow-ups is where the money really is. That's where the true money is within your business. God, I've wrote this out quick. There are three mistakes I've spotted so far. Until Kevin wasn't with me to quickly look at this before I came up. But it's like you could go back to someone that you spoke to 6 months ago and just say, how are you guys? Done much since we last chatted? Or are you like me, working out which room to look at next? Make a joke of it. Just go back and have a chat with them.
Yeah, that's true actually, because the lady that we just had that call with, that was a follow-up. That was a follow-up from about 7 weeks ago about something else, and she went totally cold. And so I just sent her a voice message, and then that's how it all kicked off again.
Thank you, Layla. I really appreciate you backing up what I've just said then, because that lady that I just met on your call, I think is absolutely amazing, and I would love to work with her. I think she's got so much character and so much spunk. You can just tell that she'll be an asset if she comes through. Right, so how to do it without spinning out? It's simple. You actually break it down before it breaks you down. You look at your day, what you have to do, and then you put it into segments. You write it down, you complete it. It's as simple as that. If you don't write your DMO down, I promise you faithfully, you won't complete your list. Because if you don't have the list complete, you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to get anywhere. And you'll just keep going. Work out where you're busy. Get your diary out, and the hours that you're busy, physically block that out, that you're not going to do this in that time. Do not try to work this business if you are flat out doing something else. Block that time out to do what you're doing. You can't concentrate on 3 things at the same time. It's not possible. You can't give 100% to 3 things at the same time. You can only give 100% to one thing at one time. So it's quite simple. You work out where you got 10-minute blocks, and on your 10-minute blocks, that's when you do your networking. That's when you do your commenting, your liking, your inboxing, your following up. That's how you do it. You work it out in 10-minute blocks, 10 to 15-minute blocks. You've
Sam,
today to show you that there isn't an awful lot that you have to actually physically do. You just have to segmentate it. Once you get...
Sorry, can I give an example? Someone said to me a few years ago, and apologies if I get it slightly wrong, but he said work your diary as if it's like a goldfish bowl. Start off by putting in the ping pong balls, which is the non-negotiables, like lunch with your missus or birthday of one of the child, etc. Then put in your smaller balls for the appointments you need to make, and then work it down into small bits until you've got the grains of sand filling in the gaps that you want to do the little bits in.
Couldn't have said it better. That's exactly what you need to do, Kevin. Thank you very much. That's exactly how you do it. So I hope I've given you enough food for thought tonight to actually go and plan what you're going to go and do this week. Go and plan it and go and execute it. Because your success is only ever down to you. It's not down to anybody else. It's not down to your upline, and it's not down to your downline either. It's purely down to you. If you want this, you've got to do it. If you don't, you won't, and you'll just be a customer. And this is too good of an opportunity to just be a customer. Every single person on this call should have a free membership and not be paying a monthly membership. Everyone. We're just about to have the biggest travel boom that the world has ever seen. Let's look at this realistically. People are rolling their sleeves up to take an injection to travel. That's how much they want to travel. You've got the best product in the industry. You've got a product whereby other people are going to be looking through a travel agent, taking risk to book a holiday in 6 months' time, hoping that that isn't going to be on the COVID list and they've got to go into quarantine for a week at £1,500 to £1,700 each. We can show them that we've got a complete solution to what is going on in the world at the moment. Because all our systems pre-bought, is prepaid for, and they can book it the week before and get up and go. The travel agent won't give you that. If they ask you what is it like, you turn around and say, have you seen the adverts for Park Christmas Club? Everyone's seen those adverts on the TV. Everybody understands what that means, is that they're saving for Christmas Day. Just explain it the same way. It takes 3 months for one of our holidays to pop. So if they're looking for July, they need to be joining now to get it at zero price on a platinum package. You know what to do. It's just whether or not you want to go and do it, guys. It's as simple as that. And I know you do, because if not, you wouldn't have turned up at 7 o'clock on a Sunday. It speaks volumes. It really does. And I think that this is the best way that we set our week up, by doing this. Every single Sunday, we get together. I'll go through all the corporate calls on the Saturday and I'll merge whatever we need on the Sunday. It's not a problem. But this, for me personally, I think is the best way to start our week. Get together, see where we're at. So next week, what I'm actually going to ask you to do is to bring your figures back to me on your weighing and measuring. How many people you prospected, how it's gone. If you bring that information to me, I promise you I can help you dissect where you are going wrong and where you are going right. And we keep implementing the stuff that you're doing right rather than what you're doing wrong, and we move your business. because then I'll start coming in and doing one-on-ones with you and really moving you. It's time to get this done. It's time to get this done. So I'm going to ask, is there any questions you'd like to ask me before I just go away to puff a smoke?
I have, but it's slightly off topic.
Doesn't matter.
But okay. It's to do with the prospecting call on Thursday. I have possibly 3 that will hopefully join. One of them is a total anti-vax, and I said she has to speak to you because she's a total anti-vax and can't kind of get her into her head to join if she's an anti-vaxxer, and like how would that work? So I was like, you just need to speak to Sam basically. But also
one-on-one. Bring her on a one-on-one. Yeah, because look, it's so it's dangerous territory. Let's be honest about it. The way I am on my Facebook is a bit dangerous, but to me, I can get away with it. But if we put people together where one's really anti-vax and one's vaccinated, it's going to be an argument, and that's not business. We're here to do this. So I'll do that one personally for you.
Okay. So the other one is wants to be a customer only. That's not to say down the line that he would change his mind, but he just wants a solution for him and his wife on holidays. But he wants more information. So I'm thinking about the prospect call. The fact that it's called a prospect call might kind of put them off a little bit if they just want to be a customer. And is it worth bringing them on that call if they just want to be a customer? I'm not sure how to go about that.
So what I'll do then is I'll split the slide deck up. This is really good that you're saying this, Layla, because this is important. I'll split the slide. I'll put another slide in on the slide deck, and what I will put in for those that want to make this a business, those that want to stay a customer, please come off the call now. Those that want to hear about the business side, please stay and we'll move forward with business. So we can do that like that.
Perfect. So I'll propose Thursday to him then, for sure. Yeah.
So on that subject, we had our little group chat with Becky and Layla last week, beginning of last week.
Yeah.
One of the things we came up with as an idea would be, when someone wants to be just a customer, there isn't a tool really to send to them. So we came up with the thought of trying to get a video put together which cuts off the bit like David does at the start and a bit of business at the end. And I was speaking to someone who's in coaching on Friday, business guru, for want of a better word. And I painted that picture of him as well. And he said, "Yeah, that sounds a brilliant idea." So, yeah, you're up for that, Layla? You said,
like a promo. Yeah.
Just so it doesn't touch on anything to do with the business. So it's the same as everything else, but without mentioning the business.
We can put that together. That's not a problem. If you need a promo, so literally what we're going to need on a promo. Are you thinking a promo presentation or are you thinking a promo slide?
I'm kind of thinking more like of a promo with kind of just some fancy way of showing the different kind of things that you could possibly get. So a little bit like what you've just done with my prospect, right? But just kind of something quite visual, fancy that they can look at, maybe with a bit of a theme tune behind it, or maybe with a bit of a voiceover. But 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes max.
I tell you what we could do. If we go onto the fan page where there's members, and you can see that they're at different locations, they're actually saying where they are in the locations. What we could do is actually go and pick up the resort, picture of them, picture the price of the resort. So therefore we can see the members doing what needs to be done.
So that's all on the fan page. So picture of them and resort. Yeah, because the thing is, I can put this video together, obviously put the visuals together, then decide if we want like whatever we want going on in the background. But the first and foremost would be the pictures. It's just to have an idea of like what I'll be putting in there. Otherwise, if I'm let loose, I could end up spending a week doing it and then it's all wrong,
Shall you and I put our... Sorry, Kevin. Layla, shall you and I put our heads together, jump on a Zoom call on our own for about an hour? I have got tons of pictures of members doing whatever they're doing all over the world.
Yeah, that'd be great to get the material.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, because if we can have like a kind of inside look at some of the resorts rather than your standard booking.com or whatever pictures that you get, but something a little bit that they get more of an insight, more of a feel.
What we need to do is this. So with the we're going to find the best resource that we've got in the back office.
Yeah.
Then we
Mm.
then go on to the policy. The policy will then take us onto their website. They normally have a little video on the website. We could cut some of the videos off the website and then go and get the price of what it is from the back office and do it that way.
Yeah,
Ideal.
that sounds great. And I think that, with that visual material, that kind of like, I want to be there, kind of instill that kind of feeling in people, then that's just going to be really, really, really powerful, but with no mention of the business. And I think that would be even more powerful.
I think you're right.
Yeah, what we concluded, someone's ready to cover the free trip, the getaways, and the hotel site. Not the world tours, because that's got training events built in around it, all relating to business. So we don't need to put that in that particular video.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what you're saying, free trips and getaways, that's it, yeah?
And the hotel site, like the Dubai, the Nikki Beach one, that sort of thing.
And I was thinking about, we could pick up some of the really nice looking ones that we might see what people would like, but then and make a blog around it or something, put it on the fan page, put it on like into our group that we're now putting prospects in. But with that, it's so easy to do because you don't even have to do it from scratch. You can literally find another blog or a write-up from that hotel, put it in an AI spinner, and it would literally spin the whole article and rewrite the whole thing. And then you just have to edit it. But then it's not copying.
Do you know what? I think you've nailed it. And I think what we should do is we should work as a team as well. And I think we should all have a little pet project whereby we actually all go and find a really decent one in the back office. Go find the video that we want. And then once a week within the tribe group, we put that in there. I think that is the best way for us to actually get that tribe group going.
We've got to utilize that group. But hey, I tried to post something in that group the other day about being someone who loves traveling, and it didn't get through. I think it got blocked by admin or whatever. So
I'll have a look because it shouldn't.
It was nothing to do with Trevorium, and it was nothing to do with building a business or anything like that. It was just like, hey, this is why I like to travel in business, have a business in travel, and put a photo of myself just to kind of get something going. But it didn't, for whatever reason, didn't get posted. So it might be, I don't know if there is a block with people posting.
I'll have a look myself to see if anything. There shouldn't be. I think what we should all do as well is collectively have one day. So, like, say for instance, Monday's my day on the Travel Tribe group, Tuesday's Kevin's, Wednesday's Mandy's, Thursday's is Layla's. If we work as a team on that group, we can pump that group and get it going. Yeah. Because there's the people in there, they're interested in travel. And then we can then start bringing other people into the group. We need to build that group. We should get that group into the thousands, like 10,000s, 20,000s, and really go for it.
I mean, I've got 3 people in the group now. But they haven't actually seen a single piece of material yet. So they've probably forgotten they've joined.
Yeah.
Another thing we mentioned when we were talking about a newsletter, and when I talked to this guy Friday, and I was going through, we were, throwing ideas around, and he said, yeah, with the group page like that, and I explained to him the tribe page. It said you need on the right hand side like a capture bit, like you would get on a website, to name and email address to subscribe to the newsletter.
The only issue is with that. Say for instance, Layla brings her prospects in. Who's going to be the person that's picking up all that information? That's the only thing, because you're asking. It would be like me asking Layla's prospects for their email addresses.
There will be something what we'd have to say. Do you mind being? Do you want to be part of a newsletter?
We'll put a third box.
Right.
Put a third box in as to who brought you into the group.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Who referred you? And also, I think with the prospect calls every Thursday, I think we should put a little ad, join our prospect call into the group, because people will forget that they even had a prospect call before, or they're still kind of teetering on the edge. And it just so happens they might be free that time and jump on.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think we really do need to start using that group heavily.
Thursday 7 p.m. isn't it?
It is indeed, my darling. I haven't got the FX stuff on it, but I will put the FX in there, because what I'll do is I'll have a separate one for FX, and then literally I'll go through the travel, and then if anyone's like is an FX person, I'll just quickly pull those slides together. There'll be 4 or 5 slides at the end of it, so I can move whatever way you want me to move. I just need us moving a bit more. Just say it as it is. But let's be honest about it. It's not helped with what's gone on with the pandemic. It hasn't. It scared the
Mm.
heebie-jeebies out of people. We are coming through the other end of this, whether you're a vaxxer or an anti-vaxxer, it don't matter what way you think, we can all see that it's coming to an end and that we are going to be getting up soon and getting on with our lives.
Mm. I'm also, just a quick one, I was thinking potentially maybe we should actually have a separate group, build a separate group for FX trading, because that's a real hot topic right now.
It is.
And and to have to kind of separate it a little. Yeah. And then you might find people just joining.
Okay, we can
And
do
then
that.
we can reach out to the people that join the group, you know.
Okay, well let's start it. Let's do, because you know what we could actually do is actually start copying our demos in and what we're up to.
Exactly. And we can end up in it as units or whatever. And then and then we can just start inviting people into that.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot of FX customers as well, but I'm not doing it yet.
Yeah.
So it's nice to post something as well regarding the trading.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a group together for that. That's not a problem. We'll set out. I feel that it might make sense if we start setting out more who's going to do what, how we're going to do it, and work a bit tightly together. We're all capable of helping each other. No one's better than anyone. We're all amazing people. And I think it's about time that each of us shined in our own individual way, and as a team, we shined as a team together. I think that's what we really need to do. So I am going to love you and leave you because we're on 45 minutes now, and I won't go.
Can I grab you for 60 seconds at the end, please, Sam? Just a bit of
not
literally, I didn't word that very well, but you know, just got a quick
you want to grab me? What bit do you want, love? I'll phone you up, Kevin. All right.
It's a very quick one. That's all. Give me a chance to get downstairs when my phone is. All right.
Come on, Forrest. Hurry up. Right. Okay. I'll get this so everyone can see this, what we're doing, and all good.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for giving me time on your Sunday evening. I really appreciate this. And now we get rolling. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.